Pair up with the Nico, or do you try and match one of these lanes, but you can only match one of them? They're looking at matching the Gnar with the Vayne, which is a good matchup, but now Ryze is unchecked. I feel like if you go Nocturne, Anivia and Cassiopeia don't really sync with it too well, but I think slamming the Anivia does just make a lot of sense. You can keep your jungle pick until you see the full composition. But the fact that you managed to get Anivia into Ryze when they had double bans afterwards feels a little odd to me.
Yeah, Azir does better into Jarvan, but I feel like Anivia is so good into Ryze that it should have gotten a look in. As Ashe Seraphine, you called it.
Yeah, and now as well, a mobile bot lane, and you have Nico Anivia, which can be a little awkward. I will say that Ashe Seraphine into Anivia can be good at like helping sort out engages into here. Ashe Seraphine, Jarvan, good way of closing the gap, but yeah, and then Lee Sin coming out for Sponge. So not necessarily the pick I would have expected there either.
So still trying to figure it out, and a loss against one of the weaker teams can make sense. As Kingen has found an angle here on a Rich.
It's so horrible, this matchup. You're outranged by the Vayne.
The Vayne first, as, by the way, we're going for an engage here on an Ondil, who takes a bunch of damage.
But LazyField Andal on the back foot here so far, and we saw Willer looking like he might show some attention there, but instead he's looking mid.
Yeah, he actually avoided the ward. They saw where it went down. And so now he's got an angle here. Scout has no idea. And there's the root into the knockup. And Scout will still flash as he does go into Egg. Do they have the DPS? I think with red buff, Jarvan should absolutely, and the first blood will go over to Willer. A nice play from him.
Great gank that comes through. Good setup from UCal. In fact, he didn't have to flash for it as well. Now, though, looking for a gank.
Yeah, LazyField already no flash for him. Easy lineup for Sponge. And nice tanking and juggling. And now they're going to be looking for Ondil, too, as they know Willer's on the top side of the map. And just waiting for Lehends to get the aggro. He flashes away, and the kill goes over to Diable. Excellently done here by Nongshim in the bot lane.
Kills exactly how you want it to play out. You know, you get flashes from both LazyField and Andal as well. Oh boy. Scout's in trouble, though.
Scout got so baited into this. The wall does not interrupt the flag drag, and he's just dead again. This time, UCal picks up the kill. Not sure if Willer really has an in onto this one. Like, they're getting vision down with the Hawk shot. Willer's still in the brush. And they don't seem to know he's there, but they are going to pull off of the dragon now. The root comes down. Lots of poke on a UCal already. As in comes Scout. UCal low range here on this Ryze, going to have a bit of trouble. The wall comes down, it's a bit of damage to the stun, but they're looking for Scout as Willer goes in and goes out, but the root is there on a Sponge, and they just burst him out. And now that's no smite here for the side of Nongshim, as that will be Lehends sticking around and actually might just be punished here for it, as down he will go. And Scout now insanely low.
Great addition to the game. They're phenomenal.
Yeah.
More often than not, they're used to flanking.
That's right? Why I'm still okay with it. But the trend is, you know, a little bit iffy, as that arrow's going to hit Lehends here. He's in a lot of trouble. He's just dead, so more than a lot of trouble. Sponge also has to hop away.
Do you know which game used Hex Gates? You know when KT upset? Oh,
yeah.
Engage got in.
Oh, Rich going to go back into that. Not sure about that play. Trying to set up the Mega, and instead he just looked mega silly.
KRX. Herald's up in about 50 seconds. We'll see if they put some priority towards playing for that.
Oh, nice little tumble there from King, and he's playing this very well with the exhaust. Arrow also dodged.
Andil.
Oh boy, Andil gonna find a Lee Sin. Just gonna get some healing in, but like, they're just being poked out of the bottom lane. They're just not really allowed to be here. Sponge gonna continue in with the Sonic Wave, and now they get the root here on a Rich, who's going to be feeling some deja vu.
The Sponge is gonna be a bit bulkier.
Yeah.
On this one. Oh, they're going in.
Don't really have much of a front line, so I like it. A Sponge is going to get rooted up here. He does jump on over to the ward. Realm Warp is coming in. Sponge desperately wants to disengage Cone, and he is going to go on to the Krugs, but double flash to follow. And KRX say, you are not getting away with this Cone. Lehends, though, he will, as he's going to get out of there. So they try to start up the dragon as fast as they possibly can, just burst it down. You can see that Nongshim are just going to have to give it away.
The big ult's not available for KRX right now, so the fact that they're getting this is huge.
Yeah, they kind of are hanging around, though. Maybe they want to take the fight after the fact, as Meganar are going to find, and the flash is very nice here from Rich, but not able to lock King quite down.
When KRX got that dragon, so I was kind of concerned they wouldn't be able to get it. Arrow comes in.
Just going to eat an arrow to the face. Very nice here from LazyFeel, who's been having a nice time here in this mid-game. Going to get some slows down on the Kingin. Now a boomerang into him. Nowhere for him to run or hide. And the extension comes through. Willer is able to lock down the vein and pick up that kill. Now they're looking for Lehends, as a ton of poke damage is coming out. Another volley to hit, and the flag gets the kill from Willer. And that's a double kill now. A bit of an issue stemming from the draft, I suppose you could say. As another arrow going to find Sponge as he tries to hop away, and the Realm Orb comes in, and there's nowhere for him to run, nowhere to hide. He doesn't have flash, and it's just free pickings here for KRX.
And they are pushing it forward even more with this Herald.
Oh, Andil gonna actually stick around for the charm, and now we got an engage underneath the turret as the knockup comes in. Diablo's flashing for the kill on a LazyFeel. He is going to get it, but he's got a UCal on his back, so eventually he just dies. The vein in some of these team fights, but it's not yet. I suppose now he'll be forced, as the Cataclysm not exactly helping Willer. And but now we've got the angle here on a Kingin, who still does not have his flash, and UCal just able to root him and take him down.
Realm Orb.
And Realm Orb's coming in, and they're just farming Nongshim members at this point. They're so fed.
Champions are skill shot based on their side. It's only Kingin who just auto attacks.
Yeah. Well, Sponge is going to be found here on the Wolves, and now another arrow was going to hit him if he didn't flash that, where they took the game. And in this one, they actually had a lead from the laning phase. It's now Diable. He doesn't have flash. He's just dead. I mean, the combo comes in. There's no escaping that. The bottom lane of Nongshim is gone.
Jarvan plus Seraphine feels very potent.
It's death number 7 here for Lehends. He's just trying to ward.
Hold them at bay with like the wall and you're engaged.
It's too difficult, I think. Because finally, they're going to get a knock up here with the Nico, and Kingin's got a nice angle, but it's already 2 kills for the side of KRX. A lot of low health bars, though, as LazyFeel is going to fall.
Oh, they're looking to push more. They have a lot of sustain from Andil, remember.
Willer's going to take a bunch of damage. Rich in Mininar. Definitely don't want to overstay your welcome.
You don't need to try and end right now. As well, I think W is called. Oh, they're engaging on Lehends again.
Yeah, disengage cone not going to help out, actually. And the chase is still on. Willer just doesn't want to use... Oh, he doesn't have his Cataclysm for 5 seconds. And eventually, he just dies.
So they still have Baron for a bit. They can push in on this bot tower. The Fog of War to approach this Elder Dragon, which is really difficult. Look how many minions are shooting in the base. Now, okay, Baron's gone, so they Nivea can clear the wave up a bit better.
Nice little angle here on a UCal, but the wallets might just be too heavy, as they're desperately trying to hold on Nongshim. And there's still a minion wave, and so the turret will go down. Lehends with a very nice engage onto 3, as they do find LazyFeel, but the follow-up is not quite there. The kick is nice, but eventually the wallets just smack them in the face and take them down. Diable also very low himself. They're going to get this route down onto Scout, as the Gnar whiffs, but it doesn't really matter, as Diable here on the new team, not able to help them out enough to get this victory here in Game 1, as KRX looking strong as a team